Hey YouTube family, it's Mark back with you. Thank you for those of you that watched the video and on the broken Indominus Rex, and even those that gave me ideas. I think that after speaking with my son, I think we have our strategy for what we're going to try to do. He's decided that it's okay if we lose the flexibility in the neck part right here. What we're going to do is kind of lock it into position here. And I got a couple of good suggestions for different ways to do that. I think I'm going to go with Gorilla Glue. We used to use this all the time, and the one thing about it is, if you've ever used this with the white kind, it will swell up a little bit and you'll kind of get this white crust, but what we would want that to happen this time, because that will close the gap right here and kind of lock that into position. And then we will, after that, I think I'm going to go ahead and drill a couple of tiny holes in both sides of the neck, almost kind of a Frankenstein kind of thing, and put a little screw in there as well. So we are going to start with the Gorilla Glue. I guess I didn't realize that you had to wet it, but you do actually have to dampen it just a little bit. Then we'll apply it and we'll see how we do. All right. Alright, so here we are at the surgery table. We can see Indominus right here. I've got my duct tape that's going to help us brace his head and neck area in the way that we want it. Miles, do you want to come around actually to the front here? Because I might need your help.
Okay.
You want to poke your head in there and show them who you are? Okay. So, yes, here's my assistant, Dino Miles. Okay, ready? We
have separate YouTube channels.
He's the operating assistant today. Okay, so like the thing said, we are going to dampen this part of the neck like that. Okay, and now this is the scary part. We are going to go ahead and start applying the Gorilla Glue. And then Miles, I'm going to have you kind of get your hands ready to, we're going to get his head into the right position that we want it. And then we're going to lock it into place right with the duct tape. Okay, so here we go. A thin layer. All right, Miles, why don't we flip our subject over? Let's flip him over a little bit. The whole body. Flip him over. Right, you're gonna try to apply some more in there, and then finally right in there. Okay, all right, so there we go. All right, Miles, let's see if we can't, let's tilt up just a little bit here. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna get his head into the position that you're looking for. That's it right there.
Yep.
We are going to take a little strip of duct tape here. And
just so you guys
we'll go here to there to start, right? It looks like we're going to have to prop it up. And you don't have a lot of time here, so you have to kind of work quickly.
Yeah, because this glue dries in about an hour.
It does dry in about an hour. So here, we're going to put this on his head, and we're going to wrap this. Pull his other arm up here.
He's never looked so beautiful.
There we go. Okay. All right. Okay. And let's move him into the neck position that you want.
Alright, I'm like this.
Like that, okay? All right. So we will secure that to that. Okay. So hold that right there in that position that you want. Perfect. And we're going to take one more strip right here on his head. Okay, ready? There. Okay. Okay.
Can't believe
So,
I'm saying
there you
this
go.
YouTube,
Good.
But he looks like he's about to fight a warrior.
So we're going to dab just a little bit more into the top there. And again, the thing that we like about the Gorilla Glue is that it does expand. So that should fill this little gap a little bit better. All right, so we've got him in position here, okay? Now we're gonna get him into recovery and let that dry for an hour, and then we'll see how we did. So now that we've got him into position, the position that we want, we're going to dab just a little bit more of this Gorilla Glue inside. We are going to be facing a little bit of white crust, but that's not going to look too bad on this one. So we'll let that do its job for right now, and then we'll come back and revisit it in a little bit. All right, so part of doing these videos is sharing when you mess up too, and we did mess up. When we were not looking, our tape did not hold, and you can see that he fell forward, and so the glue was not in the right spot. We have reconnected his neck, and we're going to loosen that. And here we go. We're going to apply some more of our glue, and it's going to look like he has a little bit of a skin disorder, but that's okay. We're gonna let this get down. We're gonna let this get down into the crevice there. Probably over apply a little bit, right? Do a little bit over here as well. Okay, and yep, and we'll let that go again for a little bit. Okay, so we are back. We let the glue dry. We did notice a couple of spots where we couldn't actually get the, we had to fill the gaps a little bit more. As you can see, it spills over. It does definitely increase in size a lot in here, and it's a little bit unsightly. Obviously, it looks like he's foaming at the neck, but we'll be able to trim some of that back for sure. This is kind of the moment of truth. We'll take off his duct tape brace here, and we'll check out the strength of his neck. Okay. All right. There we go, buddy. Okay. So, moment of truth number one. What do we got here? Okay. That feels quite good. Okay, so the neck is quite secure. Like I said, it does fill this gap in here, but we will have to get rid of some of those things for sure. Now, what I was going to do for an added measure here was to drill a hole through this layer right here, and actually kind of in a Frankenstein type way, just put a couple of little screws into them just to make sure that that will work. I'm nervous about that. I don't know how well the plastic's gonna do with my handy craftsman drill here, but I really don't think it's gonna hold well enough just with the super glue. So let's go ahead and do this, and if it's a catastrophic failure, don't repeat what I do. All right, so upon further thought, I think we are going to go ahead and go without the screws. This is me putting a decent amount of torque on that right there. The Gorilla Glue did get in and, you know, fill this in really good. So now we're going to take a few minutes and try to clean it up as best we can. And so Miles is here now. What do you think about this little fix here?
I'm actually very happy about it.
You think that you'll be able to play with him some more?
I think so. I think he can win a few more battles.
Oh, good. So the one thing that we did...
The battle arena.
Sure. The one thing that we did notice is that there is a little bit of, because of the cable that pulls the mouth, we had a little bit of tension on that in this angle. We can't get the mouth fully closed. But he does still make his wonderful sound there. And I think, you know, lights up still, and I think has got some battles left in him. So let's clean up just a little bit, and I'll show you the final in a minute. So here we are. This is the end. I tried to clean it up a little bit with a putty knife. It was somewhat successful, somewhat not. I have a feeling this would not pass the appearance standards for a lot of you out there, but the fact of the matter is he's going to be able to get back into service, and Miles will be able to play with him a little bit longer. So I will let you know how the Gorilla Glue does, but for now, at least we have Indominus Rex back in the fold. Hopefully this works for you guys. If you can come up with some better solutions, I'm sure they're out there. But again, for what we needed to do, this should work for right now. All right, Mark signing off. Have a good one.